Hi, welcome to Victor and Sports Set. I'm Ron.
I'm Vic, and welcome to the Premier League predictions for week 20. Things are hotting up. Fantastic, man. Some people got a little bit lucky this week. Other people didn't. Some people were atrocious this week. Not mentioning any names. I'm just gonna look over. There you go. Not mentioning any names. No, I don't want to. But let me have a look at the chat quickly. Heinrich Otten is in there. Sally Finawi is in there. Amanda Jackson, Scotty, Gail, Stephen the Guru, Sean, Big Dave Donaldson, Paul Terry, and Dion van Sale with the 5. Frank Super Sticker.
Thanks, Dion.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated it. Now we can buy ourselves a cup of rice for dinner. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
You cheap bastard.
Ronnie's in the house too, checking up on her boys here, making sure we don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. No, hey, Dion, thanks so much for that, man. Much appreciated.
For all those that we haven't said Happy New Year, it's only one more day. Only tomorrow I say Happy New Year. After the 3rd, you can't say Happy New Year anymore, man. It's basically in the middle of the year again.
And Switzerland's still until the 6th, I think.
Listen here, I know people in February. Hey, look, what's noise? The fuck, don't like that at all. Don't like that. But hey, guys, if you want to get hold of us, that's the email at the bottom there. And and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We are on 125,771. 71 is a good number. 1971 is a good year. It's a good year. Stuff like that. Yep, there you go. All right, so let's start. Let's start with these tips and predictions. Well, where were we at? That's the Vern had 115, and I had 120. That's at the moment where we are at. We'll see what the tips are like. Okay, the black book. Yeah. The black book is here. We'll see what our guests did as well. Let's start week 19. I'll put it in front of me. Look, Burnley lost to Newcastle 3-1 with a beautiful goal in the last minute to give moi 3 points. You got a point there. You said 2-1. I said 3-1. Then at Chelsea and Bournemouth, they drew 2-2. After Chelsea were leading 2-0. So we both got a fat 0 point. You get used to the word 0 point, okay? Just for you, just that you know.
Okay.
Then Forest, Everton. I had a win for Everton 2-1. You had a draw. It was 2-0. So I get a point. You get 0 point. West Ham Brighton 2-2. I get 1 point for 1-1. You get 0 point. Arsenal Aston Villa. I get 0 points. You get 1 point because you said 1-0 for Arsenal. United Wolves. Let's just move straight on from that. We both got 0 points for that. Palace against Fulham. We both got 0 points for that. Liverpool Leeds. We both got 0 points for that. Brentford Spurs, we both got 0 points for that. And Manchester City against Sunderland, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, we got 0 points. 0 point. I mean, not a good week. Well, I still made 5 points. I still kind of redeemed myself a little bit. You made a big fat 2. A big fat 2, Vern. But we'll talk about the games in a second. I just want to put the arrows in there and tell you what the standings right now. You're at 117. I'm at 125. So back up to 8. Let's see what this weekend brings. I'm feeling good. But let's talk about some of those games. Look, only one place to start. Arsenal thrashing, destroying Aston Villa. On the scoreboard, the game wasn't that clear cut. Even Arsenal supporters have to admit, Villa could have had 1 or 2 goals in the first half. But Arsenal showing championship form before they bottle it. Talking about bottles, that's why the magic bottles say, oh, don't you like this bottle that I have? It's beautiful. You can drink and no one knows what the hell's going on. I could have Witblitz in here.
I think you do.
I could have alcohol, I could have anything, and no one would know the difference because I call this the magic bottle. But talking about bottles, I still see Arsenal bottling it.
Yeah.
Wasn't there 4 draws yesterday? 4 draws were yesterday.
4 draws yesterday.
4 draws.
3 of them 0-0, Vic.
But I mean, Man United drawing to Wolves. Liverpool drawing at home to Leeds. I mean, the Premier League is crazy. Look, let's have a look at the table quickly. We'll have a quick look at the table before we move on to next week. We don't want to waste too much time. Look at the top of the table. Let me take my points away there. You know, it's not nice of me. I'll leave yours out there. I'll take mine away. There you go. You know, I'm that kind of guy. Arsenal now on a 4-point lead. All the Arsenal fans are getting really excited. We're up by 4 points. 4 points is nothing.
Long way to
4
go.
points is nothing. They're still got to play Liverpool and City again and all the big boys. So, you know, they got to go to Aston Villa. So, you know, a lot of things can still change. Liverpool is starting to solidify that 4th spot for themselves. Chelsea with a new coach coming up. Enzo Maresca is arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir.
Yes, I did that in the morning show. And of course, it is hot speculated that Gareth Southgate could be the next manager of Chelsea.
Vern, if Gareth Southgate becomes the manager of Chelsea, then I don't mind if we sack Amarin. Once Southgate's off the market.
Yes, once Southgate's gone.
Because, I mean, once Southgate's off the market, I think every team, I think Liverpool, United, all the teams, once Southgate's off the market, you as a fan don't mind if you sack your manager.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I would take, if I was Chelsea, I'd take Ten Hag before I take Southgate.
We will see.
But yeah, that's just the way it is. So that's the top half of the table, guys. Look, Crystal Palace hanging in on 10th, Brentford, Everton, Sunderland still up in 7th. Unbelievably good season for Sunderland.
Yeah.
Great stuff to do, Sunderland. I still think Aston Villa will drop lower than 3rd. I think Liverpool will still catch them.
Okay.
I do think that. Then let's just look at the bottom half of the table. I mean, Wolves are on 3 points. They're moving up. They're moving on up. Time to break free. Liverpool's coming. Liverpool. Wolves is coming, baby. And this weekend they have a big one, Vern. It's a big one. It's Wolves against West Ham. I can see them getting their first 3 points.
Championship material there.
It is. Liverpool got to play Arsenal soon. That is true. There is true. But that's the table. You know, who else is there? Newcastle. I think Eddie Howe's the next one for a sack.
Yeah, he could go, man.
He could go. But yeah, that's it. I can put my score back up there.
So what did our dear friends do that tipped against us?
We're gonna do dear friends. That's you pushing it now. You're pushing it. Okay, so let's have a look. We'll start off with Marnus. Marnus had the great amount of 6 points.
He beat us.
So he beat us. Well done to Marnus.
Well done to Marnus.
Then Paul Terry, I don't know, he lucked into some points this weekend, but he made 9, Vern. He made 9. Well, he scored 6 in the first 2 games. Chelsea, Bournemouth, he had perfect. Burnley, Newcastle, he had perfect. He had the Toffees winning. Out of the first 3 games, he had 7. I thought he was going to make like around 14, 15. But as it is Arsenal, when it comes to the bottom half, to the last few games, they bottle it. I thought he would have had more points.
But what is the record actually for a weekend? For
Easy. 16 from my wife.
16 from your wife.
16 points is the record. The lowest is Paul Terry with 1. No one's ever had 0. Paul Terry's had 1. My wife has had 16. You know, so yeah, you know, I don't know. What is your record? Let's see. 9. I think 9. 9. My record is 13. Yours is not. Is yours 9? I'm looking quickly. Just looking quickly. Yes, your record is 9 for a weekend. Mine is 13. I feel like I'm getting a big 13 to 15 point weekend coming up.
What's Lawrence do?
Lawrence, do you want to talk about Lawrence? Now, well, Lawrence is not the smartest boy on the block because he only sent the tips for the one night and not for the other, and that gave him a grand total of 3 points. You know,
yeah,
maybe he would have had a lot more draws. I don't know. But, you know, I put him out there, you know.
Put him out.
Yeah. I guess it's not that interesting for him if there's not money on it, you see. There's the problem. But we've got to get into this week's tips because we don't want to waste a lot of time. Here we go. Week 20, Bert. I'll put it out there. You want me to start?
I'll start this time.
You're going to start. Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest.
2-0.
You are going 2-0. And I'm going 2-1. Brighton against Burnley, I'm going to go 2-1 for Brighton.
I'm going 2-0.
You're going 2-0. Wolves, West Ham, I'm going 2-1 for Wolves.
I'm going with a 1-1.
1-1. Bournemouth against Arsenal. Bournemouth score a lot of goals, but they concede a lot of goals. I can see this being a 4-4. Yes, it's you, dumbass.
I'm going with a 1-2.
You're going with a 1-2, and I'm going with a 2-3. Leeds United. Leeds United against Manchester United.
You up?
Huh? Me up. I'm up. I'm going 0-1. United to win.
I'm going with a 1.
You want to say 1-1. I know you want to say 1-1.
I wanted to say 1-1.
Then say 1-1.
No, I wanted to.
1-2, okay. Everton against Brentford. That's you, my friend.
I'm going with a 2-1 win for Everton.
There I'm going with a 1-1. Fulham against Liverpool.
Ooh, that's a tough one. You must go first.
I think I'm going here with a 1-1.
I'm going to a 1-2.
1-2. Newcastle against Crystal Palace. I'm calling this the sack game. I think if Eddie Howe loses this game, he gets the sack.
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle.
You're going 2-1 Newcastle. My Austrian friend's going to win. I'm going 1-2. You said 2-1. Okay, wait, I got to change it around quickly. I got to get my thing out. Tottenham against Sunderland, Vern. Tottenham against Sunderland.
You must go first.
I know. I'll go 1-1.
I go 1-0 Tottenham.
You're going 1-0 Spurs, I'm going 1-1. And last but not least, Manchester City against Chelsea, Vern. Manchester City against Chelsea.
I'm going with a 2-0 Man City.
You see now, the problem that I have here now, you know what it is? It's the new manager bounce. Those players are scumbags. They've got no morals, right? So Maresca's gone, let's probably play a worldie and beat City. But you're going, what did you say?
2-0.
I'm going 4-2 for City. I think it'll be a game with a lot of goals and stuff like that. 4-2. So that's our tips for this week, Vern.
Yep.
You could do with a good weekend again, because you don't want me to pull away by more than 10 points now.
I just stay around, man.
Because I'm a good front runner. When you don't see me anymore, I'll just, I'll wave, cheerio, cheerio,
Problem is, we can't not see you. You're such a big person. I can always see you.
No, you won't. That's the problem. I'll be so far ahead, you still won't see me. But no, good games. Look, and then of course we'll have the next prediction show. Will be back on Monday because we have the new week is coming up. Soon is the FA Cup as well. We can maybe have an FA Cup prediction show. We'll see what happens there. Don't forget, look what's coming up today. Vern's doing a double header in basketball because he's feeling bored. So he's doing Anadolu FS against
Red Star Belgrade.
Red Star Belgrade, and then of course the big one, the Greek derby, the Souflaki and Tartiki derby there. That one, I'm gonna have that on the screen as well. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna be watching that on the side.
Do you know that Olympiacos has won the last 9 games against Panathinaikos?
That's not happening tonight because I'm telling you now, Kenneth Reed's gonna have a double-double.
Yeah, if you see the table, you should go with Panathinaikos. Yeah.
Good evening, welcome back. Please keep praying for mom. We are praying for your mom. Yes.
Hey Mo,
all the best wishes to your mom. Shout out to her from us, and we hope that she gets well very, very soon. Yeah, it's always this time of the year, and then things like that. You don't want that to happen. There are midweek fixtures. That's why we have another Premier League prediction show on Monday.
Yeah,
Monday.
So get your tips in.
Huh?
So everybody must get their tips in quickly.
Yes,
early.
get your tips in for this. Well, Lawrence, if you're listening, get your tips in by tomorrow morning, about 12 o'clock. They have to be in tomorrow afternoon. Don't forget, Man United playing at 1:30 on Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that one together. And then afterwards, you're doing Bafana Bafana.
Exactly. I'll be doing Bafana Bafana. Everybody get your tips in at vicandvernsportschat@gmail.com.
Bafana Bafana is playing at 8 o'clock on Sunday evening.
8 o'clock Sunday.
8 o'clock.
And I will be doing Nigeria.
And on Monday, 8 o'clock, it's Nigeria. there you go. But hey, that's the show for today. It was a good Premier League week this week. Look, I mean, a lot of surprising results. It's hotting up there. It's hotting up. It is. I think it is a 2-horse race for the title at the moment. You never know what happens. I mean, both of them could go on a 3-4 game losing streak, and then all of a sudden everything looks different. But it's not very likely. I think Wolves pick up their first 3 points of the campaign. They're at home to West Ham. I think West Ham sack Nuno if he loses this one. Wouldn't that be like the 3rd coach of the year already for them? That's unbelievable. Also, Nottingham Forest, that initial bounce that Sean Dyche gave them, that's gone. Huh?
But it gave them a lot of points. So.
At the beginning, but now I think they've lost like 6 in a row or 5 in a row.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, let me have a look. Let me have a quick look. I can just have a quick look there.
It's
Nottingham
tough.
Forest, out of the last 5 games, they've won 1, lost 4. They're on a 3-game skid. The only team that's worse than Nottingham Forest at the moment are the 3 teams below them. They're only lucky that the 3 teams below them have scored less points. No one else is as bad as Nottingham Forest. Yeah. So we'll see. And the hottest team at the moment is Man City, even though Arsenal did, get a point. In the last 5 games, Man City have won 4, drawn 1. That's the best. And then comes Aston Villa and Arsenal, each with 4 wins and a loss. Yeah. So we will see. We will see what's happening. It's going to be interesting this weekend. It's going to be very interesting to see. I hope to get to around about 140 points by the end of this weekend. I'm looking for a 15-point weekend.
Not going to happen, man. But listen, I got to go. So
you've got to go because the basketball's coming up. Don't forget, join me at the darts. I'll be live around about 8:30, 20 to 9. I'll be live, so join me for that. And then you guys can switch back and forth between me and Vern. There you go. See you later, man. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci. Sayonara. Whatever you want to say. Tot ziens. Bye-bye. Tschüss.
Bye.